today.
Okay. Had the great opportunity to introduce the Vice President of the United States. Friday I was sitting around the hotel, just got a call from Jeff Davis, and he was like, "Hey, man, Tuesday you're going to be introducing the VP." And I was just like, what do you mean? And he was like, "You heard me right. Start writing that introductory speech." So we got it done. His staff is phenomenal. Meeting him, very genuine man. I really, truly believed everything that he said. I don't know if any of you all have had the pleasure of meeting him, but very genuine.
What kind of honor is it for you to be the person that's selected for that?
Yeah, unfathomable. There's so many great athletes and, just liaisons, if you will, for this university, and to, choose me, that's just a great honor. I just think it speaks to the kind of people we want in this program. That's what we want coming out of the football team and football office. Great people, not just great football players.
Do you think it speaks to the kind of leader that you've become?
I would hope so. To get such an honor like that, obviously they think that, I'm kind of a good guy, kind of a good leader. So, it was cool to be recognized for that.
What was the selection process? How did you get picked?
I have no idea. I just got a phone call, and that's it. That's the extent of my knowledge for that. So it might have been a one-person race, and they just didn't want to tell me.
Have you seen the SI cover yet?
Yes, I love it. I love it. The D for dominance. That's cool. I don't know if anyone's told you guys, but Deshaun also got a letter from the Heisman. So it's pretty cool from here. And I just really, the whole team, that's just a great accomplishment for us. That kind of shows them how we have gone throughout this season as, to have a person like that have great success and to be recognized such a high award.
The letter wasn't an invitation yet.
No. It was maybe top 10. Yeah, say that he's.
That you're on their radar.
Exactly. Pretty cool.
You guys have had such a business-like approach and just such an even keel, but how much a kick are you getting out of cover of Sports Illustrated? Deshaun, #1 on Sports Illustrated
Right.
watches list. The Rex Ryan wore a helmet to the Bills press conference. You guys are just such the most talked about program in the
Yeah,
nation.
shout out Bills Mafia for holding it down up in Buffalo. That was awesome to see. I love seeing him wear that helmet. I just died laughing as soon as I saw it. But it's great to get this attention. I think that we just have to fully understand that lose one game and it's all gone. So that's kind of the mindset that we've been having. We truly are in a one-game playoff for the rest of the way, and I think our team realizes that.
Did Lieutenant Colonel Lain, soon to be Lieutenant Colonel Lain, have anything to say about you meeting the VP?
He was just ecstatic, maybe a little bit nervous for me, mess up on, in front of all those people, but, he was confident in my abilities.
What is it that you want to do after football?
I'm not sure. I'd love to be an athletic director. Would love to come back here and do it at Clemson, but I would also love to coach. I feel like I can connect very well to young people, and I think that would be cool to do.
Last week, Coach Sweeney showed a bunch of pictures about venues you could visit. And
Oh, yeah.
One of those was
Right.
the White House. Have you allowed yourself to even dream even that far ahead? I know you got to play one at a time.
Right. You love to stay as focused as you can, but every now and then you want to smell the roses as you're running by them. Today, talking to the vice president, I just told him, hey, man, we're going to see you again in January. And he just laughed and he said, can't wait to see you at that time. So I think I've definitely dreamed about it, but that's all it is right now. So we just have to stay focused, like you said, from game to game.
Eric, you guys have always been about winning season, 3 different seasons. You guys have never had to deal with that. SI covers.
Right.
You're ranked #1.
Right.
Is this the greatest time that you guys have ever been tested on that front?
I think so. These are probably the biggest distractions Clemson's ever had to deal with in a season. When you're not talking about players or negative things like that. So I think with all the attention comes great responsibility. Coach Sweeney just really stressed in the senior meeting the other day that we need to refocus. We need to re-lock in. Try and block out as much as you can these outside distractions, because those same people that are telling you that you're #1 greatest in the world are also going to be the ones that are first to tell you that you're terrible. So it's interesting to see how this team's going to react. Looking forward to a great practice today.
Has Mississippi State from last year come up?
Oh, yeah. Ever since we were #3, I think, Coach Sweeney just really emphasized that the top 10 announced at the beginning, that first college football playoff, was completely different from the last one. I think Ohio State was 16th in that initial poll, and they end up being the national championship. So, that poll obviously is great, but right now it really means nothing.
Coach Sweeney mentioned the fact that y'all have been getting other teams' best shots for years.
years, and then not just now, but
Right.
your first time going on the road as the #1 team. Do you think that's going to even take it to another level as far as the hostile environment that you're going to be facing at Carrier Dome? And
Right.
What are your recollections of that a couple years ago?
Great place to play. Obviously, the great environment. I think those fans really bring it, and it's a very cool place to play. You know, it's a basketball arena, converted football, so it's so much history that's been inside of that thing. You know, it's very cool. I think that with being #1 in the country, obviously it's going to add a little bit more to the game. You know, fans are going to be more excited to, you know, get that victory. You know, when LSU came to town up there, their fans were ecstatic. They really brought it and played them very well. So it's just going to be our goal to make it as quiet as possible.
What went through your mind when Dabo said Jim Brown's the captain?
I loved it. You know, it was so funny that a lot of people on the team didn't get the joke. You know, he said, "I've been waiting all year," and everybody's just like looking around. But, you know, the few of us that know a little bit about Syracuse understood it. So I think that's funny. I hope they say it over the loudspeaker.
One of the things that's a little intriguing about you guys as a group at this point is that with all this that's coming at you so fast and furiously, you still seem to be relaxed
Right.
and in the moment, and you're not becoming real tight over all of this. Is it leadership? Is that the head coach who dances?
Yeah.
The president who chest bumps?
Right.
I mean, or is that just all part of the package?
You know, I think it, you know, trickles down from administration, like you said, from our coaches. You know, last week we were playing FSU. In years past, that might have not been a fun week to have practice. You know, whether the coaches were uptight, putting us in stressful situations this year, it was just another game. You know, really they took periods off. They understand that, you know, we need to be well rested to play to the best of our ability. You know, I think just the confidence that this team has is at all-time high. We truly believe in one another and have an appreciation for what each other do.
All set.
Thanks, guys.
Great day with the practice.
Yeah.